What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another video by me, Dina.
OG K-pop stan since 1998.
Alright, now that I have cleared enough time in my schedule, considering this is a really busy time of the year for me, in order for me to actually absorb and really focus on Jimin, not only just Jimin, but both Set Me Free Part 2 and Like Crazy, yeah, I'm about to get it started. So with dance practice reactions, in case this is your first time on my channel, I always watch them 2 times. The first time I don't pause, the second time is where I will pause and talk about the things I like and see in the choreography as a retired dancer. And I will be going chronological order, meaning going by the release date. So yeah, I'm gonna get with Set Me Free Part 2 first. Man, if I already felt that freaking impacted by the music video alone, even though, yeah, there was a lot of choreography in there, there wasn't all the details for me to see. So yeah, if I was already that much like in awe, how am I gonna feel about the dance practice? I'm only gonna know whenever I shut up and find out for myself. So yeah, here we go with this double Jimin reaction with Set Me Free Part 2 dance practice. Voiceover Tina here for a quick pause before we get things started. I would like to say an extra thanks to my Captain Jack Sparrows over on my Patreon for the extra support. Y'all literally keep my boat, aka my life, stay afloat along with the rest of the crew. Y'all are the savviest.
That's got to be the best part I've ever seen.
Alright, let's get it.
Ooh, feeling, picturesque, art, hey. Oh, what a freaking. Ooh. Hey, I love seeing the Jimin leading the train from this angle here. You know how I spoke about the spiral train? Hey, there we go. He's so charismatic. Ooh. Goodness gracious. Oh my god, I really love the formation and musicality. Yes. Hey. Woo! Yes, this musicality just running. Woo! That's woo! Oh, that was very interesting. Oh, even more interesting. Seriously, why is Jimin so hot? Man, this is like hella advanced level formation. Woo! That effect! Ooh, okay, this is like extra advanced powerful. Bow down to the Jimin. Yes! Oh my god, the circular panning. Boom, yes! The advanced trust fall. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. That expression at the end. Okay, so you know what? Actually, let me pull this out off first. At first, I will admit to y'all that considering that it's a lot of team-based choreography dancing around Jimin, I didn't think I was gonna have a lot to say. Now, after watching this, how freaking silly of me to even assume that. Yeah, Jimin may be the solo highlight here and everything, and he doesn't always follow along what they do, but it's a lot of complementary movement between Jimin and the dancers, and that keeps rotating. And considering I am gonna have a lot to say and we have like crazy afterward, let me just go ahead and get to the second part. Okay, yeah. So this whole beginning is just so freaking. I love how much, like, look at them, y'all. They're not just doing a choreography, they are giving it their all. They are like, their dance souls are awakening. If you look at each of their expression, it's very, like, it. I mean, a word you can use is extra, but extra is what's needed for this type of thing. Imagine if somebody just wakes up technically does that technically with no expression. It doesn't give it that oomph that you need for this type of song, and especially the meaning of Set Me Free. And right before we present the Jimin, you know? So I really love that they not only wake up all like emotionally and really performing, but I also like the split. The split meaning like if you look at them, they're clearly, I mean, they're all doing different things and their arms are different, right? So it's not like, you know, super symmetrical. It's definitely more of an asymmetrical, but symmetrical as in the whole concept of mirroring. And the reason why I enjoy that is because later on we get presented with Jimin in the middle. So it's like that was the purpose of them mirroring because foreshadow Jimin middle. Okay, let me just get right to it. Beautiful. Boom. Yes. Like it's so good because you hear that, right? So I love that effect, and especially the fact that they all were mirroring, doing their own thing, right? And all of a sudden they meet up to hit the pause together, and then all of a sudden the. So I just really love the effect. It's so freaking alive. Like, there's just something so power movie. Wait, movie? I meant to say power move, but I added Y at the end. There's something just such power movie about that where they're all doing dun, 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 like they're doing a lot of movement as they're doing their whole energetic thing, and then the camera does that whole panning thing, and the way Jimin's kind of like, you know, going in between the dancers is just something very powerful about that. Okay, let me continue. Yeah. So another reason why I find that move of him just kind of like walking around, they're all doing that. You would think, I mean, this is for my perspective, I can't assume yours, but you would think that with all the big movement, all the people around him, that I would have my focus straight on them, but I can't. My focus is on Jimin, yet he's just doing this whole walk around in between them. So that's why I just find that very powerful. And of course, right when we end the 8 and start this whole part of the verse, I love that after, because there was a separation between the two, right? So right when we get into the first verse, all of a sudden, boom, they meet up to dance with Jimin. So there's just something very crisp about that. Let me go back 5 seconds. I get a good time. Like that musicality. They already jumped from his flow to the musicality instrumental. Okay, let me go back. So good. So they're still hitting the musicality thing, but Jimin's like the power leader center that's controlling the whole formation and level changes here. See, he drops him down, right? Like, could you hear that, right? So I like that the dancers got up in 3 different levels to go with that musicality. So like, so that was very interesting. I didn't expect that to happen. Woo. Okay. Why did I do this? I'm not sure why. But as Jimin's doing his charismatic character part, and the way they all kind of go crazy, right? And then when he does this whole thing with his swivel in the arm, you see the background, like, okay, another power move that I find very impressive is the fact that Jimin's in the front, so he technically can't see what they're doing in the back, but he's confident in his power that as he's doing that, and the fact that the level of the dancers going up, like lifting as he's doing that, there's just something very powerful about that. Let me try and point it out. See? That was very off tune. But yeah, as he did that, I like that they got up for that whole note part. It's just very musicality impressive. It's a new word I just made. And of course, this whole part. I remember seeing it in a music video, and it was a more of an aerial view, like from the top. So seeing it from this angle is very interesting and still shows the separation that they're all like within this domino train. Is that what I called it? And they're all facing one way and he's facing the other way to, again, go with the whole concept of set me free. I'm going to do my own thing. And as they're doing their thing in this domino train and the way he's kind of like weaving in and out of this spiral, I find it so interesting. Seeing the way he's just being charismatic. See? Look at him. Like he's like all doing his swag. So yeah, another power movement. We see them all doing big movement and they're a big group, but yet my eyes can't help but to follow Jimin. Another power move. Yes. And the way they weave out or subtract out of that spiral that we just saw, and we have the specific dancers adding with him to do this whole part to get into this part of the choreography. Again, just flawless way of transitioning the dancers. And still create a statement. Yes. So again, the whole look at me now, this happening where Jimin is completely centered, completely highlight to go with the lyrics, perfect, fits. And I love that they create this whole kind of scene, this imagery to kind of go with this. Didn't I say it? I don't rewatch my reaction, so I don't exactly remember what I said. But what I have always felt with Set Me Free, especially the video, it all felt kind of like a storyline kind of thing. And especially the song itself, that he's just very singled out. He wants to be set free from the pack. So I find it interesting that we have two different kind of groups, but they're all within one. Because one group right here, obviously the one that was surrounding him, is pointing at him and going like that, like, you know, doing a swivel. And we had the group that left out coming back in, kind of going for him. So this, again, just more of a power move right here. See, if you notice, like Jimin's like doing a very melty kind of effect. And as he's going, we somehow have the dancers, the formation of them, like following him. So as he's slowly going down, and after they all came in from the side, they all start melting down with him. Again, it just fits. It's so puzzle piecey. Yes, like the Set Me Free, if you notice, remember how earlier I pointed out the 3 levels that follow the musicality? It's again, the same kind of concept happening here too. And I also love that, right, when we got into the chorus, we had the dancers again doing a big power move all together, and we have Jimin kind of doing his groove in the middle, because he's literally set free from that group that's all doing the same thing. Seriously, just follows the freaking lyrics. God, that's so satisfying. So I love this musicality right here, because everything's all like loose, free, just something about that freaking milking the texture. And right here, this whole arm swivel, that, because they all swivel their arm first, and all of a sudden he swivels last on his own. Again, he's set free, but still doing the same kind of choreography. Ooh, wait, what was that? Hold on. Okay, that's so interesting, because we had Jimin swiveling his arm, right? And all of a sudden, it almost seems like he went boom, boom, boom. Like he like set this whole kind of what do you call that? Pendulum swing? So just basically a rocking back and forth. So after he hits that or ignites it, we see the dancers in the back doing that whole kind of swivel kind of effect too. Not swivel, pendulum swing. Watch. See? Oh well, oh well, oh. That they're hitting that musicality in the background. It's so sick. And as Jimin's still freaking foreground. Yes. Yes, seriously. Oh, oh gosh. I love that we're getting two different things to focus on. Like as if I have enough mental capacity to even focus on one. Like, great, that's great. But I will manage. So I have, I don't know, the left side of my brain focusing on Jimin's, charismaticness. And then that's another word I just made. And the other side of my brain focusing on the musicality being hit by the dancers. And both happening at the same time is just so complimentary. Okay. And I love the whole run thing following freaking musicality. How many times am I gonna pause? So I love this whole effect of them running to the front and hitting the oh way oh, oh way oh. God, he's so that musicality because you hear that dum 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 in the instrumental, and it's very light too. So it's very impressive to me that they highlight that in the musicality. Let me try and point it out. Ooh, see? And I love that they broke into two different groups here. Because we have obviously the one group that's with Jimin doing this part, and the other group on the floor, and they kind of follow. They do their own thing, but the energy of it goes together. Again, complements each other. That musicality, oh my god. Take a breath. So what I really love about Jimin, a lot of things I love about him, but one of the things I really love about his dancing is his freaking footwork. He's so light on his feet, but also really quick as well. Usually for me, whenever I did a lot of quick footwork, it was very challenging because of the fact that you want to be quick, right? And catch up with the beat. So I will inevitably put a lot of power into my move. And it's hard for me to be light on my feet and quick at the same time. And Jimin just makes it look so freaking like he's dancing in air. Oh. And then his musicality. That was a lot of like seriously, not only are they focusing on the quickness of their feet, but all of a sudden like they were so clean in that, and they hit it so powerfully. Oh my gosh, I'm so impressed. Like, just again, it's just highlighting. It complements, man, the choreography. You know how I talk about Jimin and the dancers complementing each other? Now I'm realizing that the choreography hella complements the musicality of the song. I'm really feeling the highlight of specific parts of the song. That's a very interesting energy balance right there. So they all of a sudden split into like 4 lines, like 2 lines on each side of him. That's interesting. I didn't realize that either. I really love that. This whole musicality part, because after they form the 2 lines next to him, right? So they do like this whole group thing together. All of a sudden, a line gets up to highlight the part in the musicality, right? So that's what the line is up to help highlight. They go together, all of a sudden, boom. See, you know what I mean? So another power dynamic, and I find it interesting that it's not only Jimin being the center of like a different musicality, but dancers being added to help just 3D that effect, while the other dancers are still doing like the crazy energy. Whew, okay. Just something about Jimin doing that is so hot. Okay. This energy dynamic. Again, remember earlier how we had the group that was with him for this part pointing at him? Now it's a whole, I mean, it's the same concept, right? But it's done differently. We have dancers literally standing on top of dancers. This is like a cheerleading freaking formation here. And we have the dancers on the side still from the same, or the first concept, the first time. And they're all coming towards Jimin again. He's just overcoming them, doing his own thing. See, again with the boom, he controls them. Man, that little smile, confident. Ooh, like that effect, y'all. They slammed the ground so hard that the camera had a natural effect. No needing to edit. Whoa, 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 wait, what was that? Hold on. Woo, this effect. I didn't realize that. Clearly, if I'm reacting like this. So I love the 3 different lines. Obviously, we had the first line on the floor, the line right here, and then the line in the back. They're all doing different moves, but they're following the same kind of musicality. So that happening at the same time was really trippy. That's why I had to watch it again. Like, oh wait, what did I just watch? Did I watch the same thing or different? But they were doing something different, but at the same time. Trippy. Let me go back. Yes, so after they all did their whole different 3 things, all of a sudden they all meet up with Jimin there. And again, as they're all doing that, we have Jimin in the middle being set free and doing his own thing. It's so conceptual. Look at him, just swagging it out. Ooh, I like that. Yeah, it's not the most loudest musicality, but you do hear like a thum for them all to set up for this boom, you know, all to the Jimin right here. And as this part is happening, I love that the camera pans around the whole circle. It just gives this whole effect. It finishes this effect of circling Jimin. And of course, I call it the advanced upgraded trust fall. Boom. Pick him up on the Set Me Free. Yes. And they all like go towards him, crumble down. He goes down, but he's still standing up because he has been set free. I feel like we returned back to the beginning. Remember how at the beginning they all did the whole picturesque thing and all of a sudden they went down and then Jimin got up on that, right? We basically, yeah, returned to the beginning, but right now he is like set free after this whole journey of wanting to be set free. Seriously, there was a lot of nice storytelling within the choreography. Okay. Wow. How long? Oh my God, I've been talking for a long time and we still have like crazy, y'all. Anyway, I mean, that's what I get for doing a double Jimin reaction, so I should have expected this. Okay. I know like crazy is gonna be a totally different vibe, so